Hello, my name is Cassie Martin. I'm part of the IPP Demonstration Sites team. Thank you for joining me for a short inclusionary practices spotlight on collaboration. Collaboration is one of the many critical elements of inclusive education, as there are many people and groups that must work together to facilitate meaningful learning experiences for all students. Effective collaboration and inclusive education occurs simultaneously at many levels, including within and across school teams, school-family partnerships, and student-teacher partnerships, as well as between co-teachers and teachers and specialists. Collaboration can also occur between district personnel and school personnel or with community-based agencies, really with any entity or persons that might have an impact on student engagement, learning, and inclusion. In order to set the stage for collaboration, these are a series of questions to ask. What is the team's mission or purpose? What are the team's core values? What are members' roles and responsibilities? What are the team's community agreements? What are the SMART goals the team is working towards? Are they measurable? Are they attainable? Relevant, timely? What's the reward? What opportunities and protocols has the team created for reflection? Although these questions might appear to be commonsensical, these are questions teams omit, and creating a structure to engage in collaboration makes these efforts more efficacious and contributes to a culture of collaboration that's transparent and moves teams forward in a way that is centered on student learning, supports professional growth, and lessens the opportunity for things to fall through the cracks. Enacting inclusive education is inherently a collaborative practice. Inclusive education relies on the foundation of strong collaborative practices and relationships. Through collaboration, we're able to work together to break down the walls that have historically excluded the most marginalized students. All students undoubtedly benefit when they work together with teachers, specialists, and families throughout all stages of their educational journey. There will be barriers to collaborate along the way, but there are also many positive solutions and strategies to address them. When teachers collaborate, conversations shift to focus more on student learning and how to differentiate instruction to meet the needs of a diverse student body. Collaboration discourages systems that have historically been in place that can isolate teachers. Just as we know how important it is for our students to be members of their school communities, feelings of membership in school community are important for our educators as well and contribute to feelings of satisfaction, confidence, can boost teacher retention, builds in more natural systems of accountability, and allows for ongoing professional skills development. Relationships are at the forefront of effective collaboration. There are some critical questions to consider as you cultivate and sustain collaborative relationships to support inclusive education. Consider the following. Think about trust. How are we cultivating trustworthiness, accountability, and an openness to helping each other learn and grow? What about cultural reciprocity? How are we partnering with families and mobilizing their expertise in our collaboration? Are our collaborations person-centered? How are students' social, emotional, and academic strengths and needs at the center of our collaboration? And are we equity focused? So how is our collaboration leading towards more equitable schools? These questions need to be addressed, and not at one time, but ongoing as we reflect and grow our collaborative practices. Now I'd like to introduce you to our case study, Toppenish School District, which is part of our IPP Demonstration Sites project. So Toppenish School District believes that collaboration is what allows inclusion to happen. This has not only involved collaboration at the building or school level, but also high-level collaboration between district administrators and building educators. Toppenish's inclusion specialists, administrators, and teachers all work together to improve access, instruction, and inclusivity. It can be messy, but there is concerted effort and dedication to ensure they are doing what is best for all of their students. There are several structures and practices in place that allow for Topnish's collaborative culture. It starts with everyone coming to the table. There's collaboration through grade level PLCs that include an interdisciplinary team of educators. In this PLCs exists a culture of open and honest communication between content area teachers and inclusion specialists to create, refine, and implement respectful tasks for students. This open communication relies on presuming positive intentions, giving input, and listening to others' input, having that open mind. Data-based decisions, how students are performing, follow through, follow up, and adjusting as needed based on student performance and on teacher preferences. Creating respectful tasks and building a strong PLC culture requires a change in mindset. In Toppenish, this means special education participating in planned and purposeful general education professional development. It also means providing inclusion specialists with professional development around curriculum modifications with technology to create respectful tasks. It also includes general education teachers being provided with professional learning around students with disabilities, accommodations, and modifications. Making these changes creates a shift from these students as yours or mine to these are our students. Finally, Toppenish School District has strong family partnerships, as evidenced in their Family Partnerships Handbook and the district and school-wide structures and systems they have in place to connect with all families. This includes home visits, personal phone calls, collaborative IEP meetings, and regularly scheduled parent education sessions that increase feelings of belonging and authentic partnerships. The ways their collaborative culture extends to students and families allows them to better realize the structure, systems, and supports required to create respectful tasks and engage a variety of learners through differentiated instruction. As mentioned, inclusion is inherently collaborative. It is a high leverage practice that's required to meet the learning needs of all students and the instructional needs of adults. It requires taking the time, having purposeful conversations, establishing trust, and holding one another to high expectations. There may need to be some professional learning to support collaboration or even explicitly around collaborative structures to increase efficacy, and there are tools that can support this. Please look here for some tools, as just previously mentioned, and please check out our IPP demonstration sites page at ippdemosites.org. And under Toppenish School District, you'll find many of their resources in their artifacts section, in addition to looking at some of our other schools and some of the collaborative cultures they have in place. So thank you for taking the time to learn about how collaboration is inherently an inclusive practice. We hope you will dive deeper into the resources referenced here and learn more about Toppenish School District's collaborative systems and culture and view their artifacts, including their parent handbook. If you look on our site under the presentations tab, you'll find the deep dive look into Toppenish Middle School's collaborative culture that takes a more in-depth look on how collaboration has impacted their inclusive school and district culture. Again, I'm Cassie Martin. Thank you so much for joining me today.